It's time to escape to other worlds with our impressions on Game of Thrones and the latest season of South Park. Stick around because Ajazz Encrypted is going all TV-like. Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Alex Zarnowski.
And I'm Kyle.
And today on the show we have some TV to talk about. Yeah, everybody's favorite little group of children. And
from Colorado.
And some kind of Thrones with games. But that's just me. I don't know. What should we start off with? What do you pick?
South Park.
South Park?
Do it up.
South Park is one of my favorite shows, if not my favorite.
This is season 15.
Season 15.
The first half is now done.
Done.
And they'll show the second half in the fall.
Yeah. I thought that this season went really well. I think we had, you always expect one of those, an episode from Butters and Cartman and Stan's dad, Randy Marsh. And then you get those in-betweens where it's just kind of all over the place and contemporary, talking about what's going on in the world and commentating on something contemporary. Usually that's one of the first episodes.
And it was.
The first thing they came in with was the human sent iPad. And that was commentating on Steve Jobs and releasing the new iPad 2 and kind of attaching the idea of the human centipede, which there is a sequel to now coming out.
I watched that movie. It's retarded.
Okay. So it's one person chain linked to another person from like ass to mouth. Yes, I said it. And then
Never go ass to mouth.
And then the back of it, on the very end, is an iPad, and it's supposed to be a human-powered iPad, all self-powered, all human-powered. So they really, really hammer the concept of why people don't read the terms of service and how to get people to read the terms of service. And that basically becomes the fictitious Steve Jobs, his goal of the whole episode, to say, all right, we can't get these people to read the iTunes terms of service. And they put them in all different situations to try to do it and trick them. Awesome episode. The whole rest of the season. I mean, what can I really bring up here? Name one. Name one of your favorites.
I think so far this season shine was the Royal Pudding episode.
Royal Pudding, yes,
with the Royal Wedding and Ike.
As
I think that was
a knight.
That was, to me, the funniest thing, just because it was so like anything with the Canadians. Anything where they make fun of the Canadians is always really funny.
I mean, we love the Canadians.
Yeah.
We love the Canadians.
Yeah.
But Trey Parker's and Matt Stone's view of Canada,
it's so
just
funny.
above.
It's so great.
It's like a different. It's a wonderland.
Yeah,
and
I think that was my favorite episode. The rest of them, I think so far like this season has been the worst it's been. Not saying that it's terrible. I think it's just that it's the worst it's been in like 5 years probably. Just the other seasons, the last like 4 seasons have just been so stellar that this season it's really hard to outdo what they've done. And I'm not saying it's terrible. It's better than a lot of seasons that they've had in general. But it falls a little bit shorter.
There's a lot of buzz about should South Park continue.
Yeah.
Should it stop while
it ends ahead? On a really weird note in the middle of the season so far. It ends on a weird note if you've seen it.
Does.
That episode was very good too, I have to say.
The last episode.
Yeah, very funny.
One of my favorites, thinking here, is the Chinese dude.
Yeah.
Mr. what?
Shitty Walk guy. I forget his name though.
Shitty Walk. But that episode, watch that one. They're all, by the way, southparkstudios.com. All the episodes are up for free. Yeah. You don't even need, I should really stop my Netflix account for a while because you know what all I do on Netflix?
I watch South Park. That's what Corey does too, my brother.
So, I don't know. Definitely check it out, southparkstudios.com, and I think if you're a huge fan of South Park, you will enjoy
if you like
the
South
majority
Park,
of the episodes.
Yeah, if you like South Park, you'll definitely get a kick out of these, obviously. It's typical South Park, but...
Yeah, so let's move on. Next up, we have Game of Thrones, and the only thing I really could say about it is that I saw the first, 20 minutes of the first episode today, and I enjoyed it. It had, for what it's worth, the camera work was really well done. I could see that it was a pilot / first episode. Well, usually HBO shows, it's not really a pilot. It's
an HBO show, by the way.
And I think it has potential to be one of those mysterious shows that unravels over a long period of time.
Yeah. It kind of does. I've seen everything. When we're filming this, it's the last episode is just about to come out, and so I've seen everything up to that point. And I read the book. I watched the first like maybe 3 episodes. I was following it, and I was like, I can't get enough of this. I have to know.
By the way, I saw the book in Borders, and it's about this thick.
Well, is that all of them, or just
little stories?
Just Game of Thrones? Because there's 4 books. Was it just Game of Thrones, or was it the entire?
Oh, I bet it was a whole collection.
I don't know. This is like a lot of. Yeah, it was probably just Game of Thrones. Yeah, I read it. The book's great, and the show is awesome. I think this is one of the best, if not best, at least in television, adaptations of a book I think I've seen, at least in television.
Have we even mentioned that it's medieval? It's set in the medieval
right.
time?
So imagine, it's hard. It's like set in Middle Earth. If Middle Earth if it was like thousands of years after the events that happened, like Lord of the Rings, it's kind of like all like humans are now kind of like the main race, sort of like that kind of deal.
That makes sense.
But yeah, it's like that. It's like that fantasy aspect, but a lot of the fantasy elements it's all stories of like when dragons used to rule the world, but now it's kind of like those are just kind of like myths. But it's awesome. It's such a great show. The production value is amazing.
The sets,
it's great.
Even worse sets were phenomenal.
Yeah, the art direction of this movie it's like a movie is great. And they renewed it for a second season right after the first episode. So like sort of like
what is it? Who renews? Time Warner, or is this where like HBO renews themselves?
I have no idea how it works, but they're gonna do a season 2, and Sean Bean plays kind of like the lead. One of the leads, Ned Stark, and he's just freaking awesome. He's like the cast of everybody's great. There's I forget what his name is, the midget guy. You saw him did you see him in the episode?
I saw him in the you'll see him in the trailer.
Yeah, well, anyway, the midget guy who's Tyrion Lannister in the show, he
what's his name?
I forget what his name is.
Is he the person that my grandmother taught?
I think it is. I don't know.
Was he in Elf?
Yeah, he was the one in Elf.
My grandmother taught this guy.
Well, yeah.
Anyway,
he's great in this. He's badass in this, actually. And Cersei Lannister is played by the chick from 300. I forget what her name is. She's in a couple other things too. But yeah, the cast overall across the board is phenomenal. The writing is spot on, almost spot on to the book. The pacing is great. Just man, it's so great. It's like I love the politics in it. It's all about corruption and backstabbing and just being power hungry and like fight over authority and all that and stuff. And it shows different storylines. There's at least 6 or 7 storylines you kind of spread out to throughout the series.
So this isn't your typical. This isn't Monty Python medieval times, right?
No, this is
very
fictional,
dark,
very fictional, very
grungy, bloody, messy,
like swords and arrows. That's pretty much like that time period. Set whatever. But yeah, it's. If you want to if you check it out if you have HBO Go, you can check out the episodes.
Yeah, lucky people.
Yeah, and read the books if you want, because the books are great. I just started the second one, which is Clash of Kings. I'm looking forward to seeing the finale. I know what happens, but it's great. And also one other mention, just real quick before we're done. I know we talked about The Killing. Have you been following The Killing at all? Okay, so the series finale is also The Killing as well tomorrow. Like Game of Thrones is the finale, and oh man, that show we love it, and I loved it when it was out. I followed every week, but it freaking the last 2 episodes, man, freaking awesome.
Really?
Oh my god!
Are these online? For people to watch?
Now are on AMC. You can watch all of the episodes on AMC.com.
Okay.
To watch, there's a streaming thing. You can watch them all.
Because when you were talking about something you said reminded me of this show, because Game of Thrones has that dark cinematography to it.
The Killing, this last episode ended, the last 5 minutes of this episode, it's just they just throw crap ton of stuff, information on you. You're just oh my god, and they end it with such a
powerful note.
Oh yeah, it's sort of like the ending of the latest season of Breaking Bad.
Oh.
Which is coming out soon. We'll be talking about that, I'm sure, at some point.
So that's our 2 cents on the 15th season of South Park. Whether you think it's too long or not, I want them to keep going. And Game of Thrones, You can see it on HBO and probably HBO Go.
Yeah.
So that's it for this episode. We will see you later, and thanks for watching.